The iPhone 16e is a hotly debated budget iPhone that's shaking up the Apple lineup, and not necessarily in a good way for everyone. While Apple's decision to rebrand its entry-level iPhone as the 16e, rather than the long-anticipated iPhone SE4, comes with some compelling hardware updates, like the A18 chip, Apple Intelligence support, and even its very first in-house C1 modem. This model seems caught in a no-man's land. On one hand, it packs nearly flagship-grade performance into a compact 6.1-inch form factor. On the other, it has a few glaring compromises that make it less attractive for those who used to rely on the SE's affordability. For instance, losing the Touch ID home button, and with it, the nostalgic familiarity of the SE design, may leave budget buyers feeling like they're paying for a stripped-down version of the iPhone 16 rather than a true bargain. And while the entry price of $590 might sound enticing, it's notably $170 more than what the previous SE offered, and many reviewers, and even some longtime iPhone fans, are questioning whether the upgrades justify the extra cost. Add to that the absence of MagSafe, a signature feature that's become almost a baseline for Apple users, and you're left wondering, who exactly is the iPhone 16e for? It's not quite for the entry-level consumer who'd have loved a sub-$500 iPhone, nor does it pack enough extras to lure die-hard iPhone enthusiasts away from the regular iPhone 16. So, while the iPhone 16e is technically a powerful, modern device that brings Apple Intelligence into the hands of more users, its positioning is confusing. It seems designed more to bolster Apple's market share in price-sensitive regions, where every extra dollar matters, than to truly offer a budget iPhone experience that fans of the SE would expect. In short, if you're already in the Apple ecosystem and don't need the absolute latest in camera versatility or MagSafe compatibility, the 16e might be a decent option. But for me, as someone who values both functionality and a clear-cut value proposition, it feels like Apple has overcomplicated things by merging flagship internals with a mid-tier price tag that isn't as affordable as it used to be. I have to say, the iPhone 16e leaves me with mixed feelings. On paper, it's a capable device, Apple's A18 chip, support for Apple Intelligence, and even its very first in-house C1 modem signal that Apple isn't cutting corners on performance. However, its design choices and feature omissions make it feel like a half measure rather than a true budget champion. For starters, the 16e borrows heavily from previous generations. It sports the familiar 6.1-inch display with a notch, rather than the more modern dynamic island, and lacks MagSafe support, a feature that many have come to expect from an iPhone. In effect, it's a reworked version of the iPhone SE, but with a significant price bump. $599 isn't exactly affordable when you consider the SE line once started at around $429. As critics like Amber Neely have pointed out, this price jump makes it feel less like an entry-level option and more like a stripped-down flagship, which may not resonate with long-time budget buyers. Then there's the matter of compromises. Apple reduced the GPU core count by 1 compared to the standard iPhone 16, which, while minor for day-to-day tasks, might disappoint gamers or creative users who value every bit of graphics performance. Combine that with a slightly dimmer display, 800 nits typical versus 1000 nits on the iPhone 16, and you start to wonder if these cost-cutting measures are worth the extra $100 difference when you could instead grab a full-featured iPhone 16. What really stands out, however, is Apple's strategic gamble with AI. By packing in Apple Intelligence, the iPhone 16e pushes features like custom emoji creation and visual intelligence into the hands of more users. In theory, this should drive future services revenue, especially in markets like India, where every dollar counts. But it risks alienating those who just want a no-frills, cost-effective device. As Business Insider noted, the model is positioned as an on-ramp to the Apple ecosystem, yet its price and compromises suggest it might not truly capture the budget market segment. Moreover, the new in-house C1 modem is a technological milestone for Apple, reducing its reliance on Qualcomm. While this is impressive from an engineering standpoint, and it promises better battery efficiency, it may also signal a broader shift in the industry. If Apple continues down this path, we could see more of its competitors feeling the squeeze as Apple internalizes more of its technology. In summary, the iPhone 16e is a powerful, modern device that brings flagship-level internals to an entry-level price, but only if you're willing to accept a design that feels a bit outdated and compromises that cut into the overall value proposition. It's a device that seems to straddle two worlds, trying to offer high-end performance while still appealing to cost-conscious buyers. For those who value cutting-edge features like MagSafe, a brighter screen, and a more versatile camera setup, it might be worth spending a little extra for the full iPhone 16. For others, especially in markets where every dollar is critical, the 16e may feel like a case of less is more, but not in a way that truly saves you money compared to past SE models. Ultimately, Apple's move with the 16e appears to be more about expanding its ecosystem reach and services revenue than about delivering a genuinely affordable smartphone. And while that strategy might work in carrier-subsidized markets, it leaves a nagging question: who exactly is this phone for? If you're in it solely for the AI bells and whistles and can overlook the legacy design cues, then it might be a compelling choice. But if you're looking for a true budget alternative with all the essentials, you might be better off waiting or considering a used iPhone 15 Pro, or even a different brand altogether. And that is it for this video. I hope this helps you. And if it did or not, please like, share, comment, and subscribe so you won't miss future videos like this. This has been D from D-Log TV. I'll see you in the next video.